Crypto market as a whole is growing and getting bigger much faster than we ever thought possible. In fact, this is very exciting to see. We also keep our eyes on the big goal, which is the biggest shift of wealth in history. It's been a time. People have known about this for a long time. A lot of YouTubers have told us great things about the great wealth shift, but they never explain it. Really, they don't tell you what the great wealth shift is. And in this film, I want to show you what's really going on with the biggest transfer of wealth in history. I'm Nick, and I'd like to welcome you to the show. If this video is your first time on the channel, I hope you decide to join by the end. Let's jump right in and begin. With this post from the co-founder of EZA, this news is even bigger than most people think because, as you just saw, less than 7% of the world's population has invested in cryptocurrency. 93% of people are still out there trying to learn about crypto. These people might not even know about crypto, and it's strange that it's less than 7% after all the big news stories. You know, all the big names joined in. Still, 93% of people are still not participating, which is crazy. Crypto gets an extra $40 billion in cash for every 1% rise. If you want to get really fancy, here's the math. At the moment, 560 million people own crypto. If you split 560 by 7, you get 80 million people, which is 1%. If each new owner has $500 worth. That's an extra $40 billion for every 1%. This number will grow very quickly as more people use crypto. It's possible that the real number is many times higher. Almost no one knows. That we're already early. How many can we confirm? That's what I want to draw attention to here. For example, how many can we be sure hold crypto? Because, say, wallets are enough for us to go on. Now, let me ask you all a question about wallets. How many do you have? I have about 5 or 10 different wallets, just to name a few. Things that keep things cold, like 3 or 4. We don't know the exact number, but if we think about it, how many of those holders are real holders and how many are just fake wallets? I want to really draw attention to that as the most important thing. If we're only at about 7% of the world's population, what's the real number? This is why we are still very early. It could be even less. But let's also go over here. Let's say we're at 7%, right? Where will the next 7% come from? From Frank Shapiro, we know that our multi-trillion-dollar capital markets will connect to Bitcoin and other crypto markets in 2025. Buckle up, it's going to happen. This is something I've been paying a lot of attention to when it comes to things like Ondo, right? Hey, Axler, a lot of these big players are actually making it easy to play. Wall Street and other big names in banking to get involved. Here, Wall Street banks plan their crypto futures in the hopes of an IPO boom. Morgan Stanley is trying to get business. RBC looks at more business. Deals are likely to happen now that Trump is in charge of crypto. Here, CEO of Morgan Stanley, Ted Pick, says that banks will work with U.S. officials to put crypto on the market. There are also moves on Wall Street in this area, from BNY to Citi. Even Bank of America has, as they already said, it's really sad. Yes, we want to use cryptocurrency to pay. We really want to get into crypto. They're already here. They will be the ones who let the next 7, 14, 21% of buyers in. On top of that, let's look at what Ripple just put over here. Dollar chance in coin custody. 96% of businesses think that crypto is important for getting new customers. Fintechs that offer crypto and tokenization services need to have safe and legal control. Fintechs can meet the needs of both large businesses and regular people. To say it again, tokenization is the next big thing here. What's funny about this? How much cash is there? Being sent will be changed. We're going to talk about that. Come on over here. Digital asset protection opens up new ways for fintech companies to make money. This shows how the 10% of the world's assets that are expected to be digital by 2030 are broken down. They'll be linked, but the important thing here is that digital assets are kept safe by institutions, right? For many of these fintechs, that's the next big thing. Ripple has been ahead of the curve on this for a while now. But if we scroll down, we can see that this rise in interest is what's making the $20 trillion chance for fintechs to make institutional crypto storage a top strategic investment. Traditional providers aren't as quick to change as fintechs, which can act quickly and firmly to meet market demand for institutional crypto custody infrastructure. Early adopters are eager to use flexible and safe ways to store and handle their private keys, such as multi-party computation and/or hardware security models for key management. That speech brought up compliance, or rather increased compliance and security needs for many types of digital assets. Once more, the most important thing to remember from this Ripple piece is how we are seeing the change from the institutional side. We know that all of the big banks are getting ready for crypto right now. They'd like to give crypto to their clients. They already know that crypto is going to be a key part of getting new customers. 96%, by the way. This isn't a small number. This is the case in 96% of venues. if we think about what's going on here, right, the next wave will be driven by them. The more important question is where the money's coming from. We know that, and that goes back to October 11th of last year. It is known that millennials are choosing crypto over other investments because they think that $84 trillion will be transferred in wealth. Crypto is likely to be the main trading choice for younger investors. That's $84 trillion going from older to younger people over the next 10 years. That means that $84 trillion will be sent over the next 10 years. The $84 trillion flood can be seen on the chain. But why is this going to happen? Is it because I wish to guess? Not really. It's because of what we're already seeing happen in the crypto world. All of the big organizations are getting ready. Wall Street is getting ready. The people at BlackRock are telling you that they want to turn stocks and bonds into tokens right away. They need it right away. They have been asking the SEC to agree to this. At the same time that Ondo Finance is pushing the story of Wall Street 2, the coming together of standard services with blockchain technology could lead to a major improvement in our financial system. This is a turning point in the history of global finance. Hey, this is Wall Street too. The world of business is at a turning point. The coming together of standard financial services and blockchain technology could lead to a major improvement in our financial system. This would make markets more open, efficient, and easy for everyone to access. Many of you in this room and those joining from home have been working toward this goal for years. We think now is the time to start working together more closely to make it happen. Also keep in mind that Ondo is already working on this with some of the biggest names on Wall Street. Listen, Wall Street will be turned into a ticket. Tone stocks will be used in a big way. They are already being turned into tokens. So let's look at this post from Altcoin Daily. This really comes from Raoul Paul. John Michael Howell, crypto is the biggest move of money since the 1920s. Look at this. That being said, I think the comparison can be taken too far, and I may have used it before. But in Germany in the 1920s, there was hyperinflation. The question was how people changed because of it. You could see that older people in Germany in the 1920s were buying bonds, which is what they had always done, because that thing was always safe. They were told that, but they lost all of their money. Their younger generations bought stocks. Their friends and family told them, "You're stupid, don't buy stocks." Hey everyone, and welcome back. Even though they are unstable, the prices of stocks went up a lot because they were a hedge against inflation. From the old generations to the young generations, there was a huge movement of wealth in Germany in the 1920s. It's clear that there were political effects. Let's not talk about that then. But the shift of wealth was very, very important. If you look at what's happening now, I think you can see a connection because money is getting more expensive. Okay, so this isn't hyperinflation, it's just monetary inflation. Well, what are you going to do? Ask the older groups. Okay, you just buy value stocks. We've always done this. Okay, that's what will make you money. Well, I don't understand that, say the younger groups, because we understand that we're going to buy crypto or tech of any kind. People your age are telling you you're crazy. Did you know? Then one day a child turned around and said, well, like I bought Bitcoin at $200. Well, good luck with that. Okay, this is where the wealth shift happens. So yeah, I mean, look at what's going on right now. We can already see that big move of wealth starting to happen in a big way. So now you have a national administration that talks a lot about crypto. To give you an idea, leaders have launched and pushed meme coins. In other words, the next step will be a controlled setting where institutions practically hold all the power. When I say that, I mean that I don't think they will have control over these assets. I believe they are in charge of some protocols or solutions that they offer to their clients and that are launched on these networks.